Buffalo, 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 Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. To the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it. Buffalo charge and gargan, talk it again, go all in, stash to the garden, backyard, climb at the bar, breaking, can't stop, we is only, we have the in-thing, cycle, tech with your crown and capture your land, take over, with your deal with your G, tell it to sting it, you want, can't get a grip, then head out in it.
Hello, hello, hello. So, welcome to another DNF event. This is the DNF Duel Noob Cup 11, and slight change to the previous format. This is only up to 1,400 ELO. Above that, they go into the Vajrakar Cup, which is hosted next weekend, I believe. Yep, slightly lower players here, which is good to have them in their own little cup, isolated from the better players, so it's a little bit more fair. I mean, it should have better games because of it. So hopefully we'll be starting any moment now. We have the 2 players in the server, and I should be joined by the venerable GMT in a little bit, but at the moment he is just off doing other things. Also, we have Nocturne in the chat if he is Quake being funky again.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Right, that should work. I enjoy getting like 1,000 black screen messages like after the black screen's already fixed. It should be fixed. Good old stream delay. Cool. Alright, so let the players know we're ready to start when they are, and we'll be kicking off with DNF Boomer versus EK. Now, unfortunately I have no tidbits of information on these 2 players.
I can tell you their rankings, just a second.
Go on then, hit me up with that.
EK, or X, is really new, so he's like 900 ELO. Just pretty much joined the clan, just started training and practicing.
Okay.
Bumba's been around a little bit longer. Let me just get his ranking. Bumba currently at 1,000, so actually they're pretty even in terms of their rating. Not too sure who's the better player. I've never actually seen them play before. Okay.
I mean, I expect around this CLO we'll be seeing quite a few mistakes and possibly mistimings, that kind of thing. So I think the analysis will be more focused towards what they can improve on rather than trying to do any crazy high-level analysis of the actual choices, because the choices might be a little bit...
3, 2, 1.
Not so tight. So we're going to be watching Bumba to start off with, and starts off on the yellow. Bit of a clash, but comes out of it a little bit better. Red's still being left up, and he's going to look for possibly a rocket on it. Isn't even aware that it might be taken. He might just think that it's already taken already, actually, and he's just taking it for granted that EK hasn't even picked up yet. He sees it and grabs it for himself. No problem here. And looking at Bumba right now, he has a great stack to work with. And really needs to make sure he keeps this up. He needs to make sure he keeps timing on both major items. And it looks like he's forgotten about the Mega. It was picked up quite near the beginning of the game. Oh, caught with the wrong weapon now. And actually, even though it had a massive stack advantage, hasn't paid off too well. Did take a lot of damage from the plasma there. Spinning around which way and what with the rail. EK sees the Mega, picks it up, but takes some nasty rockets. All in all, definitely went in Bumba's favour due to this stack that they started with. But EK, with that nice plasma push, made more of it than he probably should have done, given how the game started. Oh, that's got a sting. Rail causing crater there on EK, going to -1. Okay, so both players should have timing on this Mega here. We'll see if they play it out. Looks like EK was up at the jump pad, and to be honest, I wouldn't have liked him to make too much of a commitment on that Mega, even if he did have the timing for it. given he knew what the weapon arsenal and the stacks like for Bumba, it would have been probably a surefire disaster. He could have maybe dropped some grenades down there or been sneaky. Nice rockets to apply though. Oh, and Bumba completely losing the timing on that Mega.
Rails, impressive.
And if they keep exchanging rails at this rate, Bumba will actually come out much better due to the higher armor stack he's got. EK does decide to back off. And yeah, Bumba is far too early for this Mega. He should be at least looking for a rail on that red. Doesn't find it. Almost an entire Mega rotation here. He's been standing around. Does pick up eventually and gets a nice rail to say ta-da, which is goodbye in English if you're from the north. And EK, first frag of the game. Now let's see what you can do with it. Definitely he's going to want to pick up those 225 bubbles and probably then head on down to the old Mega. Unfortunately, he's a little bit too tardy. And misses timing on it. Oh, he's taking so much damage here. Poor use of weapons. Just the combat here, not looking good for EK whatsoever. Wasn't completely disastrous though. He is going to wait by this. Okay, I don't understand why he's waiting by this teleport exit. He should be getting this yellow at least first. Gets almost picked up from behind. Just a lack of awareness there of what he should be doing and where his enemy might be approaching him from. There wasn't a huge reason why they were coming through that teleporter. I really like that weapon swap. Oh my god. Not enough sleep. I really like that weapon swap to the LG there. It was after hitting some rails and hits good damage. It was a good choice. Probably should have been looking for a rail there rather than the rockets. So very slow game here on ZTN. Blood Run. Completely forgot his other name. And halfway through, only 2 frags on the board. Technically 3 if you count EK going out to -1 and clawing it back. But EK is definitely be looking a little bit more on top of things in the last half of this game. Both players certainly making mistakes, but he's had a few occasions where he's just caught out Bumba a little bit unawares. Don't know why he dropped down there. Red was going to be coming up soon, and yeah, that gave the frag over to Bumba. Going to be easy pickup. Oh, good attempt at rocket jump up there. It would have been successful. If it had been successful, sorry, he would have probably gotten a frag there. And crazy rockets, grenade spam from EK. I would have given up long ago, but he is certainly desperate to do it. And Bumba eventually is just going to leave. Probably should be looking for rail angles there in Bumba's position rather than the grenades. You can't really get grenades into the high ground from down at the Mega. It's not going to happen. probably like to see a switch to LG here from Bumba. Oh no, he's going for the rails. Now that was a mistake. He had his enemy really low. He heard the screaming and he had LG out. Well, he didn't have it out. He had it in his arsenal, but he decided not to use it. And that's given EK an opportunity here. There's still 3 minutes left on the clock, and it's only 2 frag difference, so it's definitely still possible for him to come back into this. And considering how neck and neck it's been with these engagements, and really not very tight any of the engagements, I would have really liked Bumba to pick out the LG there. And weapon selection is certainly looking like a problem for these two players. And there we see EK off the back of that miraculous, I cannot pronounce anything today, miraculous getaway. He's got the pick up back on the frag, but Bumba does reply with his own. Not too healthy though, unfortunately. Bumba only on 50 health after that, and even though he did get the frag, he's not really been left in a great situation here. It's still very possible for EK to win this out. Getting a frag and then allowing your opponent to pick up all the items on the map is not necessarily as good as just getting them low and pressuring them away from items and picking up a frag a little bit later. Oh, EK getting aggressive there, trying to get that mega, and Bumba just about managed to swat him away. Now, if I was Bumba, he'll be probably looking to play for time. He knows his opponent's fairly low after that previous engagement on the mega, and Bumba's got a fairly good stack here. He just needs to make sure he keeps at least some major items on rotation. Probably at that level that they're playing, trying to focus too much on the yellows might be a little bit too much if you're fairly new to Duel. So if he grabs this red and then immediately heads down to the mega. Okay, looks like he's going to head up towards this 50 bubble instead. Don't particularly hate that, but he is lacking in health there. That's his. He's got 100. If you had that mega, you'd be in a far more comfortable position to ride out the rest of this match. Pretty mean LG here, and it's going to be the frag. Definitely was dangerous a little bit for Bumba. He could have possibly died there, but the combat in that engagement wasn't great from either side, to be honest. Definitely something they could work on. I think weapon selection is certainly one of the biggest factors here. Desperation rocket jump. Not that you really need to be desperate at this point with 2 seconds left. And there is the GG's. Bumba winning 5-2 on Lost World. First game of the day. And yeah, pretty close. Pretty entertaining. I'm going to try spec times 15. I don't know what that does, but let's type it in anyway. Maybe that allows yellows to be shown. I want me to turn lag meter off. No, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. I like having lag meter on. It's good to know for tech players timing out. Alright. I'll have to go by that connection interrupted. Okay, Error Walk. Very different type of map if we are playing it. I'm not sure if this is being picked. I didn't actually see the map picks by these two players. But yeah, very different style of map. Much faster. Like, even with players...
Game state.
Pardon?
The awaiting game state. OBS.
Oh, is it doing the... Yeah, I should fix it. Okay, so yeah, Airwalk, much faster map. Like I was saying, you're going to expect to see, even with two players that aren't so familiar with the game, rack up a lot more frags on this. It's almost impossible not to, because you're just going to be seeing your opponent a lot more often. The central atrium is quite wide open, and then there's all the little nooks and crannies around it that you can peek out with rail angles, making rail a very strong weapon on this map.
Yeah, and especially at the low level, you don't really see huge item control. It's more, you know, the control flips very, very quickly.
Yeah. So if we see one player have significantly better rail accuracy than the other, then that could possibly even just clinch it for this. Especially based on if they came from Counter-Strike or like some of the game where they have a lot of hit scan emphasis. It does give you a bit of a leg up using the railgun. Okay, game's to be starting, and we have Bumba on one matchup. Second match of the series. Gonna be watching EK start off with. Does get the rail spawn. Nice start. Oh, he needs to get this Mega. Oh dear. Well, I needed another rail on the Mega, but yeah, he needed to position himself a little bit better in that fight onto the Mega. He just got bum rushed by the LG. Oh, a little bit too aggressive, possibly the Rockets there, killing himself. He was a little bit too little HP. Can be quite dangerous on this map, both dying at the same time, because if you get the red spawn, and the Megas up especially, and they get the grenade spawn, it can be really quite dangerous. Could use grenades though from Bumba. Gonna secure himself the red. Already has Mega in hand, and he should be able to do a lot of damage on this yellow actually. I mean, EK isn't even going for it, and this is quite the mistake. We kind of see it from newer players where they don't really value yellows as much as they probably should do. They kind of just have their eyes on the major items, and beyond that, not as much interest in some of the other items on the map. Definitely starting to see Bumba walk away with this a little bit. Far more action in the previous game, and I feel like he's just got a grasp of this map a bit better. Like EK making quite overt mistakes here and there. Nice fake roll.
Rails, impressive.
Now, strong position for Bumba take here would be around where that 25 bubblers he just jumped past. You've got the sight on the Mega and the yellow, and also you've got basically defending the red through means of your positioning. That's a very strong position on this map. Unfortunately, he's kind of given EK access to the strong side of the map, and if EK can get a free red here, it would be really great for him to get back into this game. Unfortunately, he's just left, and he's going to get chased through the teleport. Really nice rail there. Picking it up for his 6th flag. That was quite a nice engagement there from EK. He did a lot of damage to Bumba, but Bumba's positioning on this map is far better than what we saw on Blood Run. He's falling back on items during fights and isn't exposing himself to too many silly angles. Obviously, he's still quite low level, but he's generally taking better positions on the major items when they're about to come up and when they are up, and if you just have more stack, it's easier to win the game. Simple as that. I mean, if you look at the item control, EK has not got a single Mega and only 1 red, and only the same amount of yellows as well as Bumba, so it's definitely doing him justice right now. And that was pretty much expected to happen. If you keep jumping onto that red and missing and just eating LG time after time, it's going to end up with your opponent just fragging you.
Five-minute warning.
So we hit the 5-minute mark, and this game really has been, for me, Bumba knowing the map much better and being able to play around the items a bit more proficiently than his opponent. Certainly not over, but I'm going to definitely give this to Bumba if he keeps playing in the way he's doing right now. Oh, nice rail. Although he gets that red, he's not been given it for free, and Bumba's being fairly efficient with his damage output here. He's got this huge stack now, and you could really use it quite effectively, but he's just taking so much damage for free. Oh, Bumba. Just really making the most out of all these engagements. When EK's got a good stack, he's still not managing to use it effectively. And often he's not even getting a good stack in the first place, so you can definitely see a lot of improvement needed here. This isn't really a criticism. Everyone needs to improve. And really the benefit of these tournaments is knowing where you should improve and where you can improve through playing a little bit more competitive playing. It does expose itself a little bit more than just in practice games where people might not be playing seriously or might be trying new things out. So I might just, for the last couple of minutes, watch what EK is doing and have a look, see at maybe what he needs to do a little bit better. So right now there's not really many items coming up. I probably wouldn't be trying to contest this heavily for a red off this stack. It's definitely not from that position either. You can maybe come in through the back stairwell where he is right now, behind the jump pad, and quick little bit of rocket damage down and then get away. What he's done is just given up the entire map again. Sometimes what can be really effective strategy, even if you don't really do much damage, is just keeping your opponent busy on a major item, and that gives you more time to go pick up the other ones as they respawn. Just create time for yourself on the map. You just pick up a frag there, but considering how much life he has, like, this red is basically pissing into the wind. Great rockets though. Oh, EK finally with just a spree of fantastic rockets. A nice air one to finish. Oh, okay. Typing lol in chat to himself.
Warning.
So what he's done here is you should be aware that the yellow should be coming up, and he's swapped positions with his opponent. Even now he's not heading towards it. That yellow and the 25 pool behind him would have been great. Then possibly escape up to rail and try and re-engage in a better situation. just fighting for the sake of fighting is idiotic at best and distasteful at worst. That was meant to be Jabba GM2. He's not here, so screw him. And there's the GGs being pulled out. Bumba 16-1 on Aerowalk, winning out the series 2-0. The first map being Blood Run, I think it was 5-2 or 5-1.
I think it was closer than that. It was like, yeah, 5-2, 5-3, something like that.
Okay. It was a fairly close game. I think there might have been a suicide in it, which spread it apart a little bit more.
And
Yeah.
Next up, we'll have Wolfie and Mr. Montana on the server.
Okay. I shall take a single moment to refresh this game thing and also have a quick sip of water. I need to procure glass. So I'll be 1 moment and then we'll be in the next game. Window tile.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Okay. We are back. Who do you say we are having next in this server?
Wolfie and Mr. Montana.
Okay, we have those players. I just slots are currently taken up by Osnot and Bumba.
Okay, I'm able to join that.
Let's wait, we'll get the players into the right server. Alright, so this should be Wolfie and Montana. Now, there seems to be some hype about Montana.
Is there?
Stream chats being like, stream Montana. So, obviously, a well-regarded player by the literal dozens of people saying things in stream. Who's your favourite for this tournament?
Good question.
Is Chris just playing in it? Because he's fairly good.
He is playing.
Yeah, he's...
Osnard, Shinobi, and Christus are the sort of contenders for the top spot, I guess.
Oh,
And,
Shinobi's playing, okay.
yeah, it's going to be a hard call between those ones, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Christus is very good on some maps, and like he feels unbeatable on Furious Heights, but on a lot of other maps he feels much more mortal. I don't think I've played Shinobi much. I don't think I've ever played Aslan. And obviously there is Crazy L, as ever. $16 to 125. Wait, don't watch that. Watch this.
Vote
This is
now.
far more
Vote
exciting.
failed.
You get to watch, I don't know, Wolfie versus Mr. Montana.
Vote now.
He's got blue and white and red letters in his name. That's
Vote
something you don't see
passed.
from Evil. Okay, so they did the coin toss, and the coin toss is tails. What does that mean? We don't know. Oh, we do know. Tails never fails for Wolfie, so it's going to be Mr. Montana with the first pick. Is it? Oh no, it's tails. I can't read. Anyway, first map being picked as Zetion and then Arrow. Decider is going to be DM13. While we're waiting for this, I can have a look at the brackets and see who won the other game. Let's do that, shall we? Look at the old brackets. Okay, Bumble won over EK20 and Shipupi. I assume that's Shinobi. Won over...
No, that's a different player.
Oh, there's a Shipupi and a Shinobi.
Yeah.
Where's Shinobi then? Oh, he's playing Shipupi next. Exciting.
Yep. They play CA together, I think, so maybe they know each
Okay.
other.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Well, as that Rygo beat Varun, Trinkabell beat Rawbat, and J-Ben beat Z900. Right, so it looks like they've picked their first map. And they've loaded the first map, so let's just take another gander at the loading screen and then refresh OBS. Oh, how I love you, OBS. Okay. Hopefully. Do you have a gorge on these players, Elo? Or Glico, as it is in current year?
Be
Yeah, they're pretty even as well. A lot of these players are around the 1350 mark, so both of these are 1350, 40 to 50.
Okay. So we might see a slightly higher level game from these two than we did with the like 900 and 1000.
Yeah, it was
1000.
900, 1000.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much close to 1000 for both the last guys, but EX or EK with a bit less experience, especially on the walkers we saw.
Yeah. That's very dodging start for Mr. Montana. Just not respecting that rocket at all. Dodging left, right, and centre of it. Right. How's he going to play around this Mega? Sees his opponent. Peeking out with the rockets. Oh, Wolfie goes in hard for it. And eats some, well, a lot of damage. He's in a bit of trouble now. He could get caught out here. Does get away up the stairs. Mr. Montana is looking. Can he find him? Can he hunt the wolf, as it were? So far. Oh, we just hear him behind. But he should be fairly safe to grab this red. And again, we'll probably see an engagement on this Mega, and we do. 2 seconds till it's up. Wolfie having to force himself away from that. Did not want any part of that engagement. And nice route for the teleporter. You pick up the first frag of the game. Doesn't seem to be concerned too much with these yellows. Fairly slow pace from Mr. Montana here. Definitely good at controlling the two major items, but as I was saying before, could certainly be looking to really lock down these yellows a little bit harder than he's doing. Both are just kind of being given away for free to his opponent, which does give him more of an opportunity than he possibly should have in these fights. Is able to get the bottom yellow though.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of locking Wolfie out of the items.
Yeah, and at this point, Wolfie really can't contest safely. He's going to have to possibly wait a couple of cycles and just survive off those yellows. And then maybe look for a punish on one of the major items. But right now, it's not looking too great for him.
Yeah, it's like each cycle, Wolfie only gets one yellow at best, so it's going to take quite a while for him to do anything. He does steal the Mega though. Very good awareness to be able to get that.
Yeah, that was nice. Although, taking a lot of damage there. Well, he did a fair bit as well, so it wasn't the end of the world. But maybe he shouldn't have been trading quite like that.
Yeah, if you can do sort of peak damage where you don't take any, then that's what you should be aiming for as the out of control player. Those even trades just aren't worth it.
Alright, Mr. Montana back on form with the next Mega. Stacked at basically 200 here. Oh, nice rocket jump here, going to catch Wolfie out. Does he get a fair bit of damage?
He should have probably just gone straight into the plasma room. The yellow was up for him, but coming down those stairs, it was a bit of a surprise to see Montana a rocket jump up there, but maybe should have been expected.
Yeah, interesting drop down onto that yellow there. A little bit late to the party, and I'm not sure I'd have liked it if he was earlier. Nice positioning through that teleporter though, just get a bit of free rocket damage off, and he's not giving up too many frags, and he is whittling down the stack bit by bit. He's not letting Mr. Montana get too far ahead. And with the rocket jump up, Mr. Montana's going to look to catch him from behind. Does catch him unawares. Great LG, and that's going to finish him off and pick up a second frag. A bit of a static play there from Wolfie. He was waiting around for a long time as Mr. Montana went all the way around the back of him.
Yeah, it's too long to wait there.
Oh, Mr. Montana dropping down there just as the red spawns. Not sure if that was on purpose or not. I kind of would like to see him possibly cut off Wolfie a little bit more and maybe force a couple more frags. Because if this game does get a little bit more volatile and we're seeing spawn frags and maybe Wolfie gets like a good amount of damage in, only a couple of frags difference is not a massive pad you've got between you and the other player. Picking up that third...
Wolfie really could be doing a better job with these yellows. He's missing out on a lot of them.
Yeah. Nice grenade from Mr. Montana. That's just going to push Wolfie right back. Nice steal there, but going back in, that's a bad idea. Yeah, as soon as he stealed that, he should have grabbed that yellow and then just gone through that teleport and got away.
Yeah.
Just going back in with the LG, bad idea.
No, I mean, when you get to steal a mega like that, when you've got no armor really, you really want to preserve your stack and you know, get the armors so that the next time you challenge for red or something, you can actually win the fight.
Again, an aggressive rocket jump forward. He probably saw the mega and got a little bit greedy, thinking he'd be able to pick it up. That was great positioning in that fight by Mr. Montana. He forced himself over to the left of the room, which gave him basically, like, his dodging path was towards the yellow and back towards the exit of the room if he needed to. He's created space really well for himself there, and even though he won the fight, if he had lost that fight, it would be in a fine situation too. You never want to be boxing yourself into corners in this game.
The main problem with Wolfie's playing this game so far has been he's just been a bit too predictable. Mr. Montana's been able to just, you know, get these frags by showing up with the items on time, and Wolfie's exactly where he shouldn't be really.
Yeah. You should really be looking for peak rails on the red, just unanswerable damage where he can get a bit of damage in, maybe a rail, maybe a rocket, and then get a yellow armor and fade away. Just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Or set up a really good trap. That's something you could do as well, but unless you've already built up a bit of stack, you're going to take damage when you're executing a trap, even if you do it really well. So definitely a very strong appearance from Mr. Montana. But we could definitely see this as a map choice. I would imagine this even more so at the low levels than anywhere else. Like, map choice is going to be huge. Some players just probably haven't even played some maps at all.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Wolfie's played this map a lot. I've played with him here, so it's not like he doesn't know the map or anything. I think he just hasn't warmed up, being his first game of the day.
Okay.
But at least in this showing, he's made a lot of mistakes that maybe he wouldn't normally make, but that's just the way it goes.
Yep. Oh, is he Scottish?
Yeah.
Good to see more Scots representing. Okay, so
Vote now.
sorry, what's the next map?
Vote pa-
I didn't see it, sorry.
Arrow Walk. Okay, another similar to the first series. I'm just going to fix OBS because I assume it's broken.
Prepare to fight.
What's the sick to land?
3, 2, 1.
Okay, going to game number 2 on Arrow Walk, Mr. Montana and Wolfie. Wolfie, everything to prove with the second match. Mr. Montana had a very good showing for the first one, and if he plays anything like it on Arrow Walk, then I'm sure he'll do quite well for himself. Wolfie missing a lot of rockets here. Good choice to back off onto that yellow. And although a little bit of a shaky start, he's not made too bad. And nice rockets here. That is great start. He needs to secure this red and do it safely. Don't particularly hate the rocket jump. I do hate that rocket. I need to get position on this mega. And look, he's using. Okay, there's a rail. Okay, he had the rocket out there for a long time, and the situations where he should be using the rail. Essentially, when you cross the map there, it's perfect rail position, and he was just wrong weapon choice. Just redeem himself towards the end.
He's very aligned in the rocket launcher, Wolfie.
Okay. Definitely showing a stronger appearance on this map, though. Ooh. Yeah, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Definitely dropping down to this yellow is a good idea. And here I'll be looking for some rail angles and just trying to not take too much damage from this. Oh, I mean, Mr. Montana's hit a lot of rails in a row here. I don't know if he's on excellent, but it seems like he's hitting everyone he fires right now. Oh. That's a shame. Possibly grenades would have been good there. Just spamming out from a safe position the angles where you might be getting railed from with some grenades to force the opponent away and to allow him to move a little bit freely throughout the atrium area.
Impressive.
There's some good damage Wolfie did there, but he's really on the back foot and he's going to struggle to stay alive in the next few, next sort of 20 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he had some good grenades there, but he was being too mobile with it. He should be covering areas with grenades, not trying to force himself into areas with them as much as he was doing. Although those grenades allow him to get the red, and if anything, even if he dies now, he has denied it. And Mr. Montana now sitting with 0 armor. Decent amount of life, but he can't pick up any more bubbles of life. He has to wait for the next mega to pick up anything. So he's really hurting for armor at the moment.
Yeah, Wolfie's stuck on 12 HP though, so he's not able to challenge on anything.
Yeah, good LG there from Montana.
Yeah, he's left with just 100 health, so he's basically starting stack. So this is the time where Wolfie should be thinking of pushing onto the red armor or something like that. Just try and flip control over.
Oh, Montana actually probably should have got that rail there. Wolfie did well to pick up that yellow uncontested. Nice grenade. Might give him a little bit of confidence to push in with a rocket here or a rail.
Yeah, he should just go straight in now. He doesn't want to give up this red, but he's going to.
Yeah.
Impressive. Lead tied.
Now we're seeing just really nice positional rails here from Montana. He isn't doing any crazy flick shots. He just knows where his opponent's going to be and where to aim for when he gets there.
Big mistake there, though, not realizing the Meg was up and letting his opponent get it. Let's see if he can keep control on this red, though.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like this current area he's sending now is really strong, because you have really great sight over the major, two of the major items.
Yep.
And you've got the red just behind you. Both players very low. This could definitely be Wolfie's opportunity, but he doesn't see behind. He needs to be a little bit more aware. Nice rail though to reply.
Yeah, he's too weak to drop on the Mega there. And the red's also going to be a bit of a tricky. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get it.
Yeah, he's either going to. I think he's going to die either way. To be honest, I can't see him getting out of this safely.
Yep.
Even if he got
maybe
through.
he can get the Mega on spawn. So things are still pretty even at this point.
Nice grenades there. Now he is using grenades quite well to just stop Montana from being where he wants to be all the time. Possibly relying on them a little bit too heavy, but it is working out for him. Yeah, and I feel like Mr. Montana's actually kind of walking into this now. He needs to be just, when there's a barrage of grenades, just leave and go around a different way.
Yep.
Great rocket there. He should feel fairly confident just to go in with an LG, but he gives up the high ground position.
I
Yeah,
think he still feels a bit nervous about, he doesn't feel like he's in control, so he's not trying to gain the advantage in terms of the positioning.
Yeah.
He's just, doing the damage and then going back to the weaker area on the map.
yeah. Should be able to finish off here, and he's got himself a decent lead with only, well, a minute and a half left in this game. However, as always, a couple of frags difference on Airwalk is neither here nor there, really.
Yeah, a couple good spawn frags or some decent rails like that, and this could easily turn into Mr. Montana's win.
Aggressive push here from Mr. Montana. He needs to do it.
1 minute warning.
Only 1 minute left. Now, he doesn't necessarily need to grab that red. He just needs to make sure that Wolfie doesn't grab it. And he's kind of giving up position on it. Wolfie's being fairly elusive here. Fortunately,
Just
walked
one
straight
frag
into
in
it.
there.
Yeah. He could have really got away from that there. But he just walks into that shotgun at the end. How's he going to take this fight? He needs to trap him at some point. Oh, and that's a perfect place to trap it. Oh, he gets away through the teleporter. And I don't think he's got much time to spare here. 10 seconds on the
10
clock.
seconds, I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it.
Like, oh. Dodges through the teleporter. Finds the other one. One more rocket possibly will do it. Oh no, Wolfie's got laser stack. What am I talking about? GG.
Yeah, close game in the end.
Yeah, good game there from Wolfie. Pulled that back. Had a really strong start and then gave away a lot of room in the middle for Mr. Montana to kind of start to work the railing. And towards the end of the game, he had some nice defensive grenade use. Even on low stack, he's being fairly effective with his damage and even getting a frag or two. So,
Vote now.
ooh, Furious
Vote
Heights.
passed.
Have you fixed OBS?
I have not yet, actually. Thanks for reminding me.
No worries.
Yeah, last cup we did, it didn't break once.
Yeah, it's one of those things where once that starts going wrong.
It's just,
goes
yeah,
wrong.
it's like a train of despair. Okay, so this is the third game of Mr. Montana versus Wolfie. First game was definitely very one-sided. Mr. Montana coming out very much ahead, and then Wolfie pulling back the second game on Arrow Walk. Fairly close, only one frag in it, but a victory is a victory nonetheless. I'm just gonna put my feet up while they do the conversation on how they managed the map picks. I think they did pick, 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 drop, drop, which doesn't even make any sense. I think maybe on the description for the next tournament, maybe a description of how the bans and picks works might be useful for the new players.
Yeah, I said pick, pick, drop, drop, but obviously some players don't
Yeah,
really.
I mean, if you
know
don't
how
watch
to-
tournaments and you don't play in them, that isn't necessarily completely explaining like the process. And just a minor break while we sort this out. No problem at all. I'll have a look at the brackets while we do this. I'll see if anyone else played any games. And they have. Let's take a look. See. Oh, no, that's the video. There's the brackets. Okay, so looks like Varun has beaten out Bram Lacour in the losers brackets, and Raw Bat beat out Shipupi. And Shinobi beat out Shipupi, obviously, in order for Raw Bat to knock Shipupi out the tournament. I think that's all the games that we didn't catch up on before. Oh no, Crazy Owl and Christus played their games. Crazy Owl beating Templeton, going through to play Christus next, which I believe we've got on stream. And Christus beating out J Ben. So the next rounds we have fully filled out is round 3 with Shinobi and Tinkerbell and Christus and Crazy Owl, and they'll be happening soonish. And the winner of this will be playing Bumba? Oh, maybe, no, Bumba's only won 1 map. Okay. It's partly updated. Right. Have we come to a conclusion on...
Almost. I believe this is going to be their map, so...
Okay, that's fine. I like this map.
Prepare to fight.
Okay, getting to game number 3. Mr. Montana versus Wolfie. Each player with a map respectively, because that's how game number 3 works. Gonna be watching Mr. Montana to start off with. He gets the... Oh, they both get the yellow spawn, a mega spawn, sorry. Mr. Montana decides, rather than take the fight, he's just gonna head straight over to that red and get the incredibly important raid on this map. Very powerful weapon. Very powerful weapon on a lot of maps, but here especially there are some angles which you just can't respond with if you don't have a rail. So we'll probably see it a lot in the, well, both the mega room and the red room. And Mr. Montana not even going to head over to pick up an LG, possibly concerned his opponent might be around there, and is going to head straight towards the mega off the ledge. Wolfie, I'm not sure I like that teleport use. He's probably going to get away with it, just simply because Mr. Montana didn't have the LG there. If Mr. Montana had the LG over that bridge, he would have done a lot of damage, but he just kept missing rails. So, kind of, I don't know if that's calculated, that he knew his opponent's weapons, or if it was just a risk he took and it paid off. Nevertheless, both players not with huge advantages over each other. Although, it's going to be an interesting fight here with this mega. Neither player wants to really commit for it, and I don't blame them. Mr. Montana gets rocketed back. Wolfie with the nice rocket, but also Mr. Montana replying with one himself. Massive armor stack here, but just not much life. That 25 is going to help a little bit, but
yeah, if he can avoid his opponent for a short while, he'll be able to pick up some bubbles. I think he's in a good position.
Yeah, I would like to see him grab that 50 and then head for the LG. Ooh, getting caught out here could be massive. Wolfie should be able to finish this off, and he does get the first frag of the game. Fantastic start for him, and yeah, just I think heading up towards that 50 then, as soon as he possibly could, and getting the LG would have been huge for Mr. Montana, but isn't what happened. He's going to chase down now. Ooh, okay. Looked like he wasn't going to dodge that for a moment, but he decided to in the end. That's fine. Okay, Wolfie here, a little bit low on health. Probably isn't going to want to take a fight on this next red, this next mega, sorry, or the next red, possibly.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in this room. I don't think with the stack that he has.
Yeah, yeah, that rail's just going to, yeah. I mean, even if he didn't hit that second rail, he'd have been crippled from that first one. So you're right, he shouldn't have been in that room. And that has tied up the game. Oh, here's the jump pad. Replies with the perfect weapon usage. LG, dangerous on jump pads in any game. Certainly Quake Live is. Any game. So very free pickup there on the Mega, and again on the red actually. I would have liked to see Wolfie at least peek out for a rail on that red. I don't know if he's got a rail, we can check.
He's got the rail, yeah. He probably didn't have timing on the items because there was a bit of a delay. He could have actually set up to stop Mr. Montana from coming into the red room. Maybe get a steal on it, but he was just sort of unsure of where his opponent was.
I'm starting to see a similar story that we had in the first map, where Mr. Montana's, he's not particularly pushing for too many frags, but he's just doing a great job of controlling the items here. And Wolfie's getting stuck. I mean, he shouldn't be contesting for that.
It was a decent steal, but he shouldn't have dropped.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he just missed his jump or something, but he could have escaped with a lot more health and armor, but he ended up dying, so...
Like, if you're going to make that steal, you need to hit a lot of damage and get away, and he did neither. But even then, trying to go for that steal maybe wasn't the best choice. Maybe you should have just looked for the angles for doing some damage on Mr. Montana, taking it, possibly through the teleporter, and darting away towards the red. Maybe getting a good pickup on that.
Minute warning.
Oh, again, Wolfie making some mistakes with that jump pad. It's not something you want to be going up with if you know your opponent's anywhere close to that position on the map. Anybody's safe if they're far away, and he was not, so he died. Not a lot more to say about that.
Yeah. He might be able to get this red if he's quick.
Yeah. Not quite. Montana's looking just quite comfortable now on the map. Like, he's got a decent lead, and like, he didn't really need to use rails there. He could have used pretty much any weapon and been effective, but it's almost like it looks like he's comfortable and he's going for some styling kills and not necessarily feeling too pressured. And to be honest, he isn't being pressured that much in this map. I kind of feel like I'm just watching Wolfie for a minute to see what he's doing, because whenever I see him enter an engagement, it looks like he's just lost his way and he's not really sure how he should be taking any fight.
Yeah, I happen to know this is not one of the maps that he plays at all, really. So
Okay.
He's not really comfortable at all on this map.
He's got very low life here. He's a little bit trapped. Does a bit of damage with the LG, with the plasma even, but it's pretty much meaningless. And yeah, there's a forfeit. GG's. Mr. Montana winning out 2-1 over Wolfie. A pretty good series. It's a shame that he didn't know this map very well. So, we're going to be watching the legendary, the indomitable, the insurmountable Christus. Known for Doom 2, apparently, according to chat. And making a brand new arena FPS game all by his lonesome with a talented programmer by the name of Doombringer. So, definitely one to watch out for. He's not a bad player as well. Versus some Scot called Crazy Owl. I mean, I don't know. He's a specky bam. It's really all there is to say about that. So, what are your thoughts on this series? You've played both these players.
I'm gonna say Chris's would be pretty stupid to let Al pick Airwalk, so that's gonna be dropped, and that's Al's strongest map. So we're probably gonna see. I'm gonna guess we won't see Fury's Heights. I think we'll see Blood Run, Cure, and Lost World.
Yeah.
Which is actually going to be pretty close, I think, between these players. It's Chris just doesn't like Blood Run, so I would probably give that to Al.
Yeah, Al's really been on Blood Run hype recently.
Now,
Yeah.
vote
But yeah, I think the other games are going to be pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, Al is also, he quite enjoys his Lost World, but I don't know how good he is compared to Christus on it. Oh, this is getting picked out first. Airwalk getting picked up by Al, so we are going to see them.
Okay, right. So that's basically a win then.
Yeah. So this is... this is why Drop's really good. I just want to throw that out there. But
yeah, maybe.
So basically, we're going to have Christus winning first map, Al winning second map, ZTM being dropped. Al's not happy with that. 13.
Okay. Surprising. I thought they'd go to Last World, but it's going to be a Cure decider.
Yep. And yeah. So Chris is going to win this. Al's going to win the second one, and then I think Christus is going to win Cure because Al hates Cure. I can't get to play on it. So yeah, I played Christus.
So it's really
on Cure last
really up
night.
to Al to win this one then.
Yeah. I mean, it's winnable, but I feel like I could beat Al on Cure probably more regularly than I could beat Christus on Cure. So just going off of that, I think Christus has got the better chance at it.
Yep.
Unless we see a crazy like turn up for the books and I don't know, Al wins. Al wins Fury's Heights.
Yeah, it can happen.
Whew. 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 Luckily, I'm behind this microphone and I can do no wrong. So this is going to be a good series. These two players know each other quite well, and there's going to be a lot of banter, I'm sure, before and after the game. While they warm up, let's do the old take it to the brackets. Oh no, Christus is ready.
I just told them to be ready up, so.
Okay, fair enough.
prepare to fight.
Yeah, in the brackets in the winners round, we've got Tinkerbell taking a win over Shinobi. That's the only game we've done so far.
2, 1.
Okay, Crazy Owl versus Christus. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure to cast either of these players before in my life, so I'm definitely going to revel in it. Nice round to start off by Crazy Owl. Definitely needed that red. Getting the yellow spawn and not getting the red spawn, even though it was fairly close to it. Getting that mega was really important. Both players awkwardly slowing each other down for a second there before starting to exchange fire. I think Al's going to come around here and try and trap at this teleport. But I don't think Chris is going to fall for it. I think he's going to pick up that rail, then exit the way he came. And that is seemingly what he did. There he is. Now, this mega fight could be do or die. Okay, it's just do. Christus with the doing and Al with the redding. So fairly.
Yeah, Old managed to delay him enough that he could get that red though, so it was a good play by him.
Oh, nice exit rail there from Christus. Just catching the tail end of Al. And Al's in a bit of trouble here. He's only got 40 life and he's stuck behind his pillar. He really needs to get away from here. Christus has got his number.
I'm just leaving him there. I'm not sure that was the right decision. I guess he didn't want to give up the red.
I don't know. Like, leaving him there with Mega up, like,
Yeah.
I think Al could have got the red. So I think he's just pressuring harder. And then, at least if he picked up the Mega, then he could go take the red or take a fight on the red. I think that would have been a better idea. So I want to say that's Chris's mistake there.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to move over to Chris's point of view. This is the first map. Second will be Arrow Up, third will be Cure. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit caught there in the water, but not too disastrous. He is trapped up here, though. The rocket, can he find the rail to finish? Christus doesn't need to. Going to be delaying this red. Going to offset the timing between the red and the Mega just a little bit more. Good 10
It's a smart
seconds.
decision. In case if I'll put enough pressure on this Mega, he knows he's got enough time to get back to the red.
Yep. And Chris has got this crazy stack now. He could just brute force an engagement if he wishes to. A long time till either major items are up. He knows Al's below him somewhere. You could hear the water. Looks for the rail. Oh, gets caught the wrong weapon out there a little bit. Gonna look for some LG on this pillar.
This is actually really good for Christus if he goes to red now. That's right. And then I think he actually heard L spawn.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, he can get both items now. Oh,
Ow.
he doesn't. Okay.
I think Al spawned at the LG or around that area on the top.
Yeah, L started with moving towards the red, but then when he heard Christus there, he backed away to the Mega.
Oh, really nice LG there from Al, and although he lost that engagement, he's really pushed Chris's stack down. And it isn't actually as bad as it first looks, especially after getting that red. He's a bit low on life, but he could certainly try and contest this next Mega. Doesn't want to risk it. Can't say I blame him, to be completely honest. Ooh.
Yeah, not a great idea there.
Yeah.
It worked out though. Tons of damage by L.
Ooh, nearly finishing him off with a plasma. Great rail to finish though, and Christus is starting to rack up these frags. Al's desperate to finish. Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to do it though. Does find one last shot. And Al with his shotgun puts his name on the board for the first time in this match. So the way this is looking, I was out. I'll be really focusing on this next red. I wouldn't be wasting time getting over to the Mega because he knows it's not going to be up, and well, he should know it's not going to be up. Oh, he had timing on this red, and I don't think he's going to be there in time to. I think Chris is just going to steal that and get away. He does. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, L did show up to do some damage, but just didn't connect.
Yeah, I think he would had been there just a couple of seconds earlier. He would have had more time to set up for that. Christus though, a bit sloppy. Although this isn't completely one-sided, we are seeing like, Christus win out a few more engagements than Al. Just overall, just every fight he's doing slightly better, getting slightly more items, and it's accruing himself the lead here.
Chris is being very risky staying here.
Yeah, he's down to... Well, he's available now. Oh, there it is. Just as I said it. Great shot from Al.
I think Chris just could have maybe used some rocket spam to stop Al coming through. But he let him in the room and Al managed to pick up the kill.
Al with those rails. First one through the grating on the platform over to the teleport exit. Really nice job. He wins this fight as well, and he's very quickly just closed the gap to 2 frags.
Yeah, and that plasma didn't do... Christus was hoping to at least deny the red and do a lot of damage so that Al didn't have much armor, but he didn't do enough damage. Deny the red, but Al left with 100 armor.
Although,
So,
he just hits a lot of LG and it's fine. So... Oh, crazy Al with the crazy grenades. He's like channeling Memphis or channeling Glanguar, the reflex grenade extraordinaire. Yeah, this is definitely noob level.
Frags, though.
Definitely noob level, guys. Two frags, 2 minutes. What are you expecting to see? Next major item is going to be the red. There's going to be both yellows around the same time. Al's going to be hunting for frags, so I think, and he does kind of catch Christus out here. Christus is in a great position. Hits some damage with the rockets. Looks at the LG. Doesn't connect at all with the LG. Just a single point of damage. Well, 6 damage. Cell. That's a word. Is it cell of LG?
Yeah, it is a cell.
Okay. I kept thinking that was plasma, but wrong game. Ooh. And again, like Chris just getting these clutch rails when Al's exiting the room and he just can't reply to them. That's what's winning a lot of these fights.
1 minute warning.
And I think that shotgun attempt was valiant, but that might be the final nail in the coffin. 6:11, 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and Christus is just one map away from winning the series. And will it be Aerowalk?
Oh, I don't know. I don't fancy Aerowalk for Christus. Al's played it an infinite number of times. Some say he came out of his mother's womb playing Airwalk. I'm not sure Airwalk was even around back then, but the analogy stands. He's a bit of a machine on there. Is infallible, but he does punch well above his weight on that map.
Yeah.
He's beating players at much higher elo on Airwalk and then losing to people like me on maps that aren't Airwalk, so yeah. And that isn't to say, of course, Christus isn't capable of winning this map, but I think just in the way that you expect Christus to win T7, you expect Al to win Airwalk. Oh, ABS. Thanks. Thanks, players. I just answer chat. I'll definitely call this like the upper end of low skill, whereas Vadrigod Cup is probably like low mid to high mid skill, and then 125 FPS is, you know, high or low high to high skill.
Yeah, and I mean, even though we don't, obviously these games that we're seeing here are the high end of the noob sort of scale.
Yep.
We do have players all the way ranging down to sort of below 900 elo or Glico. And you know, the idea is because these players who might have quite a low skill rating can take part in these tournaments and see who they're up against and maybe have something to aim for. You know, in a few months they might be able to actually challenge some of these players who are on the top in this tournament.
Okay, so second game on Airwalk starting out.
A bit risky move up the stairs there by Al. Lost a lot of his stack, but yeah, it's paid off for him. Managed to get the mega.
Yeah, and something you'll see with this kind of level of players, especially Al, is he knows all the spawns on this map, so he'll definitely go for spawn frags whenever possible and be fairly efficient with them as well. So one frag can really easily turn into 3 or 4. Kind of what we saw in the first minute of this map.
Yep.
Oh, bit of a mistake there from Al. I did leave up that yellow that you're standing right on top of. That could possibly give Chris just a bit of an edge to get back into this game, and it might have actually done that. Chris just about winning that fight with 14 life remaining. Gonna get this red. Oh, he's gonna get the mega as well. It's a bit sloppy from Al on the timing, which is one of his weaknesses. He should have probably dropped down for that mega whilst Christus was being a bit preoccupied with the red. Now it's just going to take Christus not throwing this away right now. That's a great start.
Yeah, mega not spawning for a while, so he should be showing up this yellow.
Oh, neither of the players really going for that yellow. I don't know if that's down to timing or just...
That's fine, Christus gets it anyway, so...
Yeah.
You can leave that yellow up as a trap for the other player, get a real on him.
Oh, crazy Al, come on. Yeah, teleport shenanigans. Really nice rockets there around the pillar, just completely denying our positioning on this item. And if he shows up for this mega, he's probably dead. He does do a lot of damage with the grenades. Oh, wow, Christus. Your stack just gets completely decimated there. Ultimately, I don't think it'll matter all that much because he's got that mega to put back on and the red. Well, even if he misses the rocket jump once, he's still in a great position, but he could have been much better off. Now, what this could do is trick Al into thinking that Christus is lower than he is, because he did so much damage with those rockets, with those grenades, sorry. He might expose himself a little bit, which possibly is what we saw there. Expose yourself to that rail when you're railable. Unless you're sure you can get the frag is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, Crazy Al doing the right thing at the moment, just staying out of sight, you know, doing some rail damage. He's obviously not got a lot to do in this map. It's only one frag difference. He gets a good turnaround, stealing an item, and all of a sudden he can get some big lead going.
Yeah, it's quite effectively being a bit of a nuisance there, but there was a moment where Christus was standing on red and he should have got yellow. He had plenty time to do it. Oh, amazing rocket there from Al.
Yeah, I think either Christus was just a bit too slow to get that mega, or maybe he should have anticipated that Al would just jump on it.
Really nice swap there to the MG. Much safer for that kill.
5-minute warning.
So, nice push there from Christus, nice rocket. And he seems to be controlling this map a little bit better. I would have thought that Al would maybe be doing better than he is. I was expecting it to be, not a stomp at least, but a secure victory, and it's looking like it's going to come down right to the wire. Or possibly even be a victory for Christus, which would be a massive upset. At least I'd feel upset.
Yeah.
Oh, Christus, bit of a mistake there. That's going to give Al a frag. As volatile as this map is, I mean, the amount of score difference here is absolutely nothing, so...
I'll leave him the mega there just as it spawned. He might get this red if he's... Yep. That works.
Looking there for the spawn frag, doesn't see the spawn, so just leaves to get the red. So he knows who his opponent is. Yep, great drop down there. Didn't necessarily do enough damage to kill, but did enough damage to really ruin Christus. Really nice LG from Christus. He might be able to win this fight. Oh, not quite enough. Not quite enough. Al with the clutch rail to finish off. So we're back at 9-9 here. Two and a half minutes, and currently Al's got the slight edge, but if he doesn't manage to make a play on these major items, okay.
Yeah, no, he's going to get the next frag, or a couple of frags, depending on the spawns here.
If he hadn't been quite so conclusive on the that mega, it would have been a bit more of a opportunity for Christus. Christus, getting up for that red, I don't like it. That possibly might cost him the game, actually. Because Christus is completely crippled here. Even if he gets away, he's got nothing to work with. Looks confused, gets killed from behind. Possibly faking out the teleport jump now, or just deciding he wanted to go back down it. Great catch off spawn. Misses rocket jump, but I don't hate it particularly. You need to just keep a solid grip on this map now and not take stupid fights. He doesn't need any more frags per se. That'll be,
he just needs to probably protect the red area.
Yeah.
Just show up for Mega when it spawns, but he doesn't need to really go in for any damage.
Yeah, going for that push was maybe a little bit careless, but he shouldn't be playing around teleporters like that, though, for sure. One bad move, you get telefragged, and then Viscus could easily catch up on this map in, well, about 40 seconds at that point. Looking like it's going to be GG. There is the call out from Christus, and just like we anticipated, a game going each way so far. But the decider, yeah, Cure, and I don't know. I can't see Christus losing this. It's not that Owl's terrible on Cure, but I can't see Christus losing this.
Prepare to fight. Three.
Okay, so Crazy Owl versus Christus. Game number 3. First game of the series going to Christus on T7 Furious Heights. Second game being in Owl's favour on Arrow Walk. Let's see what they can do on the decider. Chris is being a little bit slow there with the that jump to the rail. Does manage it yet? Oh, walking straight to the rockets of Owl. Oh, ring up LG. He's going to have to swap to another weapon. Finds the plasma and enough damage to take out the craziest of all Owls. Now, I don't... This is a hard situation for Christus there. He gave up that Mega, but he probably wasn't in the greatest health in order to contest it. But then he died anyway on the yellow, so that was a hard shot to call. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Thanks, Otto.
Lead lost. Lead tied. Lead lost.
Chris could have gone straight to red there, make sure he can get both items. I think he might still.
Oh, Owl's probably stuck here over at the rail, and amazing rocket there. Really didn't deserve that based on the situation. And another. He's going to be counting as lucky stars. Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't get the kill, he's set up for the next major item now. There is going to be both red and mega spawning fairly... Okay, spending a lot of time on this yellow. What's he doing? Oh, he just spent too long messing around on that yellow there. He's given up both major items because of it. Maybe he didn't know how low Christus was, because he was fairly low himself, but Even so, he did hit 160 damage off rockets, and that could be a massive mistake. Possibly what loses him this game. Yeah, I was playing very plus back here. He doesn't want to take any fights. He's getting backed off into this corner. Does a lot of damage though with the LG and manages to pick up that fight. Wasn't... Oh, he hasn't got timings though on any of the items, and if he waits too long here, he's just going to give up the red. Yeah, there he is. And this is one of Al's like weaknesses as a player. His timing is not the best, and he does lose track of items. So even though he won that last fight, he's basically not much better off. He's got more health, but Christus has got this huge armor stack. And getting trapped in the corner with this red. He's going to come out slightly ahead here. Oh, Christus should be very careful here with this pickup. One rail and he is a goner, or even just a direct rocket. That's fine too. Yeah, I didn't like him sticking around there. Should have poked back towards the mega platform to see if it was up. And I'm pretty sure he'd have found it as well.
Five-minute warning.
Okay, what's going up there? I was just spamming rockets at the teleport exit. So watching this from Christus's point of view, what do you think he needs to do to really get back into this game? He's kind of got control here and there, but then he takes a really bad fight, like a lot of LG or Rocket, and it's all for nothing.
He was doing a good job of like doing damage, like he did a good rail on the Mega. I think this map is quite a trappy map, so just rushing in and taking the items isn't working out. He needs to actually think about getting into the right position and then do damage on the items if you can't get to them or deny them.
Well, Christus is very low here. He can't afford to take any fights.
Yeah, I mean, his problem there was just rushing into the red too late. He could have set up a lot earlier and then decide whether he wanted to see if he could steal it or do damage on it. But just rushing in, he ended up taking so much damage.
Yeah, he's got position on Owl here. He doesn't want to go down at all. Damage from his high ground is fine. And possibly even backing off when he feels like it's a good time to. Oh. Bit of a mistake here from Owl, and great rockets from Christus might actually get him a frag, but Owl with the clutch rail finishes off the engagement.
Yeah, Christus just messed up that last rocket. It would have been a frag, I think, if it was if it hit. And he got him in the corner, so it wasn't like a tricky one. Maybe his mouse slipped, I don't know.
And well, against my expectations, Owl's doing really quite well on this map. And oh, Just as I say that, casts his curse. Christus completely corners him. Came for that plasma jump and just ended up dying for it. So we just have a 2-frag lead, and Chris just hasn't got much over him in terms of stack or really even items either. He's missing a rail, which is very important. Walking to rockets like those is only going to spell one thing, and that is doom.
Yeah, and just again showing up late for these items, so he's out of position for them, taking damage when he arrives. It's you know, he needs to get there early.
One-minute warning.
Okay, so it's last minute. Christus has red armor and 100 life. Al's basically fully stacked. Do you think he's got a chance here?
I don't.
Okay.
I think it's too late now for on this map. You can play pretty defensive, and with 200, you know, there's not a whole lot that Al can throw away at this point. I don't think he's gonna lose this.
Yeah. I mean, even if Christus gets every item on the map here, he's not getting any frags, which is what he needs. Last 20 seconds ticking down, and Christus might be down to the lower bracket. I think with that frag, it's going to push him right over the edge into the precipice of despair.
But this is double elimination, so we may see him again if he does well in the low bracket.
Okay, so let's take a look at the old bracket, shall we? And see how they are getting along. We have, I think you said before, Tinkerbell beating out Shinobi, which is new. I don't know who Tinkerbell is, but I know Shinobi's quite good. Don't know Speed or Rygo. Speed going through all that. And Osnart and Mr. Montana. Osnart winning apparently, but it's not been closed, I don't think. Says 2-1.
Okay. We've got Crazy Old playing Tinkerbell now. That might be an interesting match.
Yeah, get them those in this server. I see a quick break. For one moment, and then we'll be back with the next map. So we'll be 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, Crazy Out and Tinkerbell. Oh my. Okay, well, we're not watching Tinkerbell's point of view because his jump sound is absolutely awful.
Vote now.
Okay, so we're going to be doing a coin toss. Let's take a look at what's going on. So Drinkbell's going to get the first pick, and it's going to be Cure. Another game on Cure.
OBS needs to be okay. You can't.
Yeah. Arrow being picked by Owl. DM13 being dropped by Tinkerbell. We may never see that map today. Furious Heights being dropped by Crazy Owl, which leaves what's that map called? With it, Blood Run. That's the one. Okay, let's reset OBS again. Have you heard Tinkerbell's jump sound, Nocturne?
Yes.
Yeah. Why? Just like when I'm playing Quake, the last thing I want to hear in my ear is a manatee flopping around.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a command you can force the enemy model, or the player model, so maybe we can get rid of that for you.
Alright, do you know much about Tinkerbell apart from the producer of some music that we listened to at the beginning of this stream?
Yeah, he's a decent player. I'm gonna give this series to him. He's got good aim. So it's been a while since I played him. I can't remember if his item controls is good as well, but pretty good player.
Okay. Pretty good player. However, not only do we have a pretty good player here, but we have the Crazy Owl, the man who just knocked out Christus. Either there's a firefight going outside, or that's thunder. So hopefully it was the thunder. Hopefully my internet connection is not about to die. But we'll move with that. We'll broach that bridge when it comes. Okay. Okay. Looks like Al's doing some serious typing. What's it going to be? We'll find out any moment now. Oh no! Is he lagged out?
Prepare to fight.
There he is. It's just an alt tab. Let's be having you then.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Crazy Owl and DNF. Tinkerbell starting on Cure. Crazy Owl with the Mega Start. I'm going to be rapidly heading towards over this yellow. Oh. Doesn't find any LG, but he does get the yellow without too much of an issue. Nice punish there on the red. It wasn't a crazy amount of damage, but along with that rocket, it should be enough to at least take a good fight here. Oh no, he levitated Tinkerbell there over to the platform. I don't think he would have made the jump if he hadn't. That possibly LG lost him that fight. I don't know, what do you think, Nocturne?
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky that. It's always risky. If you don't get the angle right, you'll just push them straight onto the Mega.
Yeah, nice damage here from Crazy Owl. Really not much to work with, but I should imagine he should be able to get this red fairly safely. I think Trinkerbell's going to be busy getting that Mega, and there should be time to grab the red, which he does. Now, what's he going to do with this yellow? He's going to hit a rocket, and then some LG, and then miss a rocket.
Yeah,
and
he's
another.
got a pretty good position now. I think Trinkerbell's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, that was a good, like, he did enough damage there to, it kind of looked like Trinkerbell's panicking possibly. That jump pad he landed on, or it might be in the knockback, I'm not sure. It certainly gave him the advantage in that engagement. Oh, both players are desperately low. That 25 bubble might save his bacon. Rail will be so useful right now. He doesn't have one, unfortunately, but Trinkerbell does. And that gives him the frag. Oh, Crazy Owl. You never cease to impress me with your cheeky plays around the teleporters with the gauntlet. Most players that play him a lot know that it is coming, but to someone who is less well known to your playstyle, it's always a pain. Now he's still behind after that, even though he won that fight. Trinkerbell got both major items off spawn. Looking to do something about this mega health though, and he's not in a great position to do anything about it from there really, apart from just take a lot of damage. Oh, all those rockets missing. Trinkerbell is a little bit more lucky with his. Game's slowing down a little bit for a few moments. Trinkerbell the Manatee here finds out in the shard corridor, and I don't know if he knows how much Stack Owl's got. It's fairly hard to read right now. He doesn't have any armor, so he's actually fairly weak at this point.
Yeah, it was a big mistake by Al going into the red there without, I assume, without timing.
Yeah. I kind of feel that's what Owl's raison d'etre is. He just goes into items without timing, and he hopes they're up. They might be. If not, it's fine. He'll just take another fight somewhere else. Timing is a choice. I kind of feel like Trinkerbell's just going to drop down on Owl. He does. And it hits him with a fantastic rocket. It does get a little bit lost in the water there, but... I feel like Trinkerbell should really have got that frag there. Owl did well to push the threat away.
Yeah, I think Trinkerbell just didn't want to take it at that point. When Al dropped, he definitely could have done some damage, but just wanted to get out of there. And it's worked out, he came around again and got the frag, but...
Yeah. It's starting to really It's starting to really secure a lead here, and it might start to get a little bit out of control for Owl. Right now, it's still fairly manageable, but a few more frags, and it's going to look a little bit more grim.
Yeah, I think at the 7-minute mark, if Al hasn't got maybe another 2 frags, then it's going to look pretty difficult.
I think I'll fire on this pillar, and Al goes in with the LG. Doesn't have enough stack to put it off though. It's going to be Tinkerbell's pick, and I think surely both these two major items as well.
More thunder, was it?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah.
We're going to have a dramatic cup sponsored by Thor. Ooh, Tinkerbell caught in the corner here. Nice RG from Al, and this might be his opportunity. He said by the 7-minute mark he needed some more frags, and there was one.
Yep. There you go. There's another one. Quick, easy spawn frag, and everything's up. He gets the mega. He can maybe get the yellow if he's quick. No, he misses on the yellow, but he's going to get damage here.
I think if I can get a frag, he does. It wasn't actually that bad missing out on that. Ah, and he turns around with the spawn. This is why knowing your map is absolutely imperative to winning these games, and quickly he's only a few frags down. 7 minutes 32 seconds on the clock.
Giving up the red's going to slow down his comeback. So.
And this is a problem with Al. He doesn't necessarily have the right timing, and you could, even if you didn't hear the red being picked up previously, you could maybe infer it from the way the map's played out over the past half a minute. Bit of a mistake there, but still very winnable for him. Oh, after getting hit by that rocket, yeah, that's
shutting his comeback down right there.
Humiliation.
That was a real shame. He had the comeback. He had both items available to him basically, but just giving them both up.
Yeah. But this was Tinkerbell's pick, so considering it was a fairly even game, I'm just going to call this as over now. Considering it was a fairly even game, I feel that on a pick he's a bit more comfortable with, this could definitely be one of his games for the taking. How do you think this will play out on Airwalk with these two players, how they're currently approaching the game?
Tinkerbell's pretty good on the Airwalk, but I would still give that to Al. So I didn't see what the third map was in the series. Not sure if you saw that. Was it Blood Run?
Okay, we've got a power cut. That's fine. Is the stream still up? Hello?
It's still up, but there's a little delay, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, my monitor's just turned off and turned back on again. Alright,
Do you have power uninterrupted power supply or some kind of lightning protection?
No, I don't.
We'll find out.
Oh, you'll be fine. Yeah, we don't really get thunderstorms much around here. But yeah, if the stream does go down for some reason, it's probably because I got hit by lightning. Okay, first game going to Tinkerbell. And I'm going to close my windows because that is very loud rain. But yeah, Airwalk, I don't think it is like Tinkerbell's series yet. I think Al's got a very good chance on the next map. Be interesting to see how it plays out. Okay, just do the OBS thing. We are good. While there's having a quick warm up here, I'm going to have a goosey gander at the brackets and see how we're getting on.
Prepare to fight.
Okay, game starting in 5.
2,
Okay.
1. Fight.
Gonna be watching Owl to start off with. Oh, gets his shotgun. There should be a frag right at spawn. Just not a lot you can do against that if that spawn occurs.
Yeah, Trunkable forced to play really defensive right off the bat, so he's doing a decent amount of damage though with those rockets. I think he's not going to be able to challenge her properly.
Oh, okay, nice rail. Oh, that's a really nice play there. And Owl getting that red really isn't that meaningful. Tinkerbell's got double green and the yellow. He does take a few rails though, so he's...
Yeah, those 2 rails just completely stopped his momentum.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back to playing a little bit careful. Like, Owl doesn't have the greatest stacks either, so both players are in the danger zone, one might say. Tinkerbell isn't currently raidable, but he is now only 8 life to his name.
Right, if he... Yeah, Al's baiting this mega, he's not going to let him get it. Oh, that was a mistake. Al should just drop straight onto the mega without jumping. You can do that sort of silently.
Oh, really nice prediction rocket there through that teleporter.
Some great rockets by Al. Really
Yeah.
evened this up. I think, yeah, Trinkerbell's probably a bit too scared to even jump for the red.
I think he's scared to do anything. He's on 2 life. He literally can't move from this room, and it's actually benefiting Owl with the way that he's got the positioning on that low part of the map. He can just get the yellow.
Yeah, I think he maybe played too passive there. Al, he could have pushed in, got a frag, got the red.
Nice rocket through the teleporter. Just edging his way around and getting a pick. How desperate to get up here. And he does force Tinkerbell away. Secures himself with the red. And the yellow and a frag as well. This is starting to look far more comfortable for Owl here. Starting to reach his stride. The last minute and a half hasn't been that pretty for Tinkerbell. Except for a free red pickup, mega pickup, sorry. I mean, he takes the damage almost immediately from the rockets, but I really feel like Owl shouldn't be giving this sort of items away. Not with the lead he had there.
It didn't help Tinkerbell to take that, but he's denied it from Al.
Yeah.
He's not looking as as strong as he should do.
If Owl had that, he could have got the frag on Tinkerbell and maybe got a conversion frag as well.
Yeah.
So missing the rocket jump there, but ultimately not too meaningful. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, there were some lovely rockets by Tinkerbell as I was trying to aggress up into the red room.
Isn't going to be given much space here though. Tinkerbell constantly on the back foot. Oh, he gets to red, but he might die to it anyway. There's a rail. Ow. Oh no. so good at their spawn frags, but just missing the rail that time. The shotgun and the mega are going to help Tinkerbell's cause no end here. Still only one frag lead, and I mean this could almost at any point go to like a 10 frag lead by either of these players if they get a good strong run.
Yeah. But at the same time, I can't really see one being, you know, that much stronger than the other at this point. So it's not easy to see who's going to take that lead.
Sneaking up the stairs. Gonna find some close quarter rockets. Really nice rockets as well. Takes a fairly clean kill, especially after getting this red. But again, Owl just gets in there and just does a lot of damage. And it's stopping Tinkerbell from really getting 2+ forward here.
Yeah, I think Tinkerbell's still in the driving seat. Taking a bit of damage at the rails though. This is definitely what Elle needs to be doing.
Yeah, especially with that one. Ooh, nearly finding the direct there. I'm not quite having exact timing on it. 2-frag game here with 3.5 minutes on the clock, and at this point I wouldn't want to call it either way. Tinkerbell currently with the lead.
Nice push by Elle up the stairs.
Oh, that is what he needed before.
2 frags in 2 seconds.
Now he needs to get onto this mega. He needs to position for it, and he's just a little bit too late. A little bit of tardiness there with his movement. He could have certainly got there a little bit quicker, and
Lead lost.
that's definitely cost him that frag. He isn't going to fall for the gauntlet again like he did on the previous map. I'm starting to get a bit worried for Owl here. He is losing ground here, not necessarily just in frags, but in the way he's playing and his momentum on this map. While before Tinkerbell was in the driving seat, Owl was managed to push that down and stem the activity by hitting good rails and good damage with rockets as well, but just of late, he's definitely been just on the back foot, and
Elle definitely had a good sort of swing to a step or whatever. It looked like he was on the verge of just taking a massive lead, but Tinkerbell managed to shut it down with his good item control.
Think about going up, and this is going to be the winning or losing fight of the game, I think. Tinkerbell gets it with a hefty stack to boot. No mega for another 15 seconds. I think by the time Owl gets it, if he does, it's going to be too late.
Okay, so 30 seconds for 3 frags.
Definitely possible. Oh, not with missing rocket jumps like that though. That's. Oh, and another one. I think he's just killed himself. I think that's it.
Yeah, there's no time now.
Yeah. Missing those 2 rocket jumps. I mean, maybe he couldn't have won either way, even if he had got that red immediately, but he's going to be kicking himself Huge shame. Close game though. Overall, Tinkerbell winning out 2-0 over Crazy Owl. And pushing forward into the next game against, drum roll please.
Not sure. I'm looking for an upper bracket game. Osnot versus Speedy is the next one.
Okay.
Or if we can't get that one playing now, then we can look at a low bracket game.
Yeah.
It looks like they're already playing.
Who's playing? And what server? We could just hop over to that.
Osnot and Speedy.
Okay.
I'll try to find the server. Right, that's not on a DNF one.
Okay.
We can try a low bracket game for now.
Yeah.
Rego and Mr. Montana should be interesting. So
Server 4 possibly? On Cure?
I'm just finding out for you. Okay, those two are playing, so I can tell them to join the server.
Okay. Also, we had Shinobi Burma playing. Winner of that would be facing Christus Roigao and Mr. Montana. The winner of that would be facing Crazy Owl. So there's a fair few losers rounds to catch up with.
Yeah, if you are able to join the server I'm on, I've got the Rego Montana game.
Okay, I'll try and join on you.
Vote now. Vote passed.
And this is low bracket, is it?
Yeah, this is lower bracket. Winner of this plays Crazy Owl.
Okay. Now, I've not seen Rygo yet, but Mr. Montana was looking pretty smooth when we saw him in his first game against...
Wolfie.
Wolfie, that's one. Especially on... I think it was... this map and...
Yeah,
Blood
it was
Run?
this map, Blood Run. He was
Yeah.
pretty good. I'm gonna say though that I think Rego is probably a stronger player.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Alright, so we're going to be playing on yet another Airwalk game.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Okay, so Miss Montana and Rygo on Aerowalk. Instantly, Mr. Montana walking into a rail, and he's going to walk into another one too. The LG is not nearly enough to stem Rygo's fury, although apparently a few steps are, at least in order to get to the red. So far, I believe 100% rail for him. And this is quickly looking to get pretty scary for Mr. Montana. As I say that, Rygo dies on top of Mega. And it rockets himself. Why am I don't know why I talk. Oh dear. Okay.
Hitting 6 out of 6 rails though, Rygo's really on form with that weapon. I think that's going to come down to him winning this game. Even if he loses a few frags with close fights, you know, if you can use a weapon that effectively on a map like this, then it gives you a huge advantage.
No. Just about managed to get the Mega, but in the end, the LG did him in. And Rygo, I don't know if he's going to jump for this. He's probably going to look for some damage first, at least pressure Mr. Montana away. So he doesn't want to take this red without...
Mr. Montana should be going for the yellow, really. He's got no armor to protect himself with. So.
Yeah. Seems like he's stubbornly wanting to do something about that red armor.
Well, he does get a frag and a pretty clean red, so it looks like this is Mr. Montana's opportunity.
Yeah, we'll see how he plays around this pillar at the red area. There's a fair bit of damage with the LG, but...
Yeah, he was delayed so much there, and he didn't actually challenge for the Mega at all. He really should have been able to get that and then come back for the red.
Rygo now starting to miss rails, which is expected. Oh, what was he doing there? That was his yellow to take, and I think he might have been able to win that fight, possibly, if he took it. I mean, Montana was low enough there that another rocket could have pushed the fight in either direction. And suddenly, Mr. Montana here is getting some nice frags.
Rygo gets the Mega, but immediately sent back to starting stack with that rail. And yeah, this is really dangerous now. But some lovely rockets. That maybe I would have said, even with those rockets, Mr. Montana could have hit better LG and got the frag, but just missing on that.
That's good damage down the red, keeping Rygo down. Ooh. A little bit sloppy there on the yellow. Could have done either more damage or just been a better position for Rygo when he took it.
5-minute warning.
Ooh, Mr. Montana's fairly early for this red, and yeah, he's going to die to Rygo after Rygo gets the Mega as well. That was not great.
No, it's a big mistake now.
And that could be a game-losing mistake. He had a little bit of momentum then, that's when he was starting to push back some frags, but now Rygo, as soon as he gets this red, he's got a monstrous stack and he can start to re-pressure and be a bit more free and open on the map. Probably going to push hard on this yellow. Oh, great rail there from Mr. Montana.
But letting the Mega go yet again. It seems that he's just not, aware of the timing, or he's not caring about the Mega at all. Yeah, I think he's still got a chance. He's just got to think about these actions more.
Ooh, Rygo just about winning out that frag. The engagement coming down to the wire there. And now he basically has no life to work with. Closing out to 2 frags, and he's got a good opportunity to get spawn frag here. Oh, dropping down there. Oh, it did give him access to that yellow, but I kind of feel like he could have just pushed a frag there. Oh, that rocket was beautiful from Rygo. Just knocked his opponent over the Mega so he can pick it up, grabbed it for himself, and now he's in a great position. With only 3 minutes left, he's basically in the driving seat, and I'd be very surprised if he drops this game now. I mean, he still can, but it's looking more and more assured for him. Oh no, running out of ammo, but just about having to swap at the right time. Great swap to rail. Picking him right out of the sky, and Mr. Montana is now in crisis mode. This is a best of 1, so he's basically got to win this, otherwise he's out of the tournament. Do you think he can do anything in the last 2 minutes?
There's definitely time. If he manages to get a decent stack. He doesn't have it at the moment, so it's going to be probably a minute to get that, and then another minute to try and get 6 frags. I think is going to be quite a tall order.
Yeah, he did some good damage there with rockets, but possibly here the mistiming from Rygo will give Mr. Montana an opportunity, but he's just not hitting the shots he needs. Oh, that is so unlucky. Rygo after that rubbing left on 7 HP. And if Mr. Montana can't do it right now, this is going to be curtains for him. Rygo with the slow spawns here. Don't completely blame him. But it's a little bit boring to watch. It is good if you want to win games. Mr. Montana should pick up this frag. 6 to go. Oh no, misses the timing on the spawn frag there. He had the right spawn location, but he just didn't hit the rocket timing, and the LG is going to finish him off. Desperation now. Just trying to find damage with any weapon, anywhere on the map if he can, and Just really wants his opponent to just fall over and die, but he's not doing it. Rygo is not succumbing until now, when he does. But not enough times. That is the bell, the buzzer, the, I don't know, klaxon. Is it a klaxon? I think it might be a klaxon. Okay, what are we left with? Assume Crazy Owl versus Rygo next.
Yep, that'll be another low bracket game.
And is assume Christus and Shinobi are playing together at the moment, or they might have just started.
I'll go have a look at that game if you want to stay in the server. For
Okay. Right, so after that, I don't know, Rygo looks really strong there. I think Crazy Owl might be able to beat him out in this. But it's really going to come down to the map pick, I think.
Yeah. Shinobi currently winning against Christus 4-0 in their map pick of Cure.
Okay. Alright, so in upper bracket we have Speed and Tinkerbell. Which, do you know if that's being played out, or are you holding that back?
No, I'd like to watch that one and just see if I can find them.
Okay. I shall go to the bracket screen so you can see what I can see.
Okay, so we're going to watch Tinkerbell versus Speedy next. They're just about to find a server, so you just give me a minute.
I shall procure another glass of water while we do that. So we'll be back in 2 ticks while I do that. Okay, do we have the server?
Yeah. Do you want to just follow me? I'm in the server now.
Excellent, I'll do that. Have we done the map picks yet?
I just asked.
Okay.
They did covert this, so I think maybe. Bloodrun Cure Arrow Walk.
Hmm. Now, speed or SPD must be fairly good to have pushed this deep into the tournament. Do you know much about him?
I haven't seen him play, but yeah, like you say, to get this far must be on the higher end of the skills we have. Rating is 1441 at the moment.
Okay. So, yeah, definitely at the high level of...
Yep.
Chris's is out? What?
Yeah, Shinobi looked like he knew the map cure a lot better than him.
Oh, dear.
Prepare to fight.
Okay, so we're going to be running up on Bloodrun map we've not seen for quite some more time here. I'm going to watch SB to start off with because his jumping sounds are slightly less obnoxious. Great start by him. Nice swap to the machine gun, giving him that frag. If he had tried to take that with LG, it probably would have killed him actually.
That was a really risky move. Getting in rockets and then jumping straight from Mega when the player has LG, they can usually get a ton of damage on you and push you back as well so they can get the Mega. Would have preferred to see Trinkabell go straight through teleporter, maybe get the red armor.
Yeah, and he's right there now. SPD knows he's there and he's just going to pepper him with some rockets. I don't know, even though he got that red, I don't think it was worth it.
He left with like next to no armor. I think he should just realise that he's on the back foot, and he should, yeah.
Those grenades were absolutely delicious. SPD, great timing on that red. Possibly gonna trap here. Yeah, he's being sneaky. Great decision by Trinkabell. By Speed, sorry. Ooh. Sees him, finds the rail, but not quite enough. And apparently, Trinkabell dying to the rocket jump up to red. SPD's got this frightening stack here, and usually you wouldn't come through this like corridor towards the red from the angle he did, because often you're just gonna be met with a lot of plasma to the face or grenades or anything, but he did it with a fair amount of impunity. Looks one more rail. Doesn't quite get it in time. He's probably going to rocket jump up here and catch him out. A great choice here. I think he's probably going to be able to run at least one of these yellows. The problem here is for Speed, and the opportunity for Trinkabell is both Red and Mega are synced. So
Yeah.
one of them is going to be available to him. Now whether he knows this and he can take advantage of this is one thing.
If he can keep Trinkabell low, then he'll make it feel like he can't challenge for them. Yeah. He does steal it, but an amazing rail by Speedy on the exit.
Yeah, great awareness. Speed looks like he's gonna purposely leave that red up for a few seconds to get this mega, and I think he might actually give up the... Oh no, he's giving up both items! That's disastrous for him. He connects with some great damage, but that is really a big mistake, and that...
Well, it almost cost him.
Yeah. But I think in the long run it has cost him, because he hasn't got the stack to work with anymore. He needs to suddenly be a lot more careful. And...
Yeah. He can't even challenge now, really. Although that works.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going to hit the sick rockets, you can do whatever you want, but in theory, that was a really bad move by Speed. Trinkerbell being a little bit too slow there on that rail. You could maybe poked out a little bit sooner. Made contact when Speed was going for the red. So I expect Speed to drop down here, and he should know that the Mega was taken. I don't expect him to be waiting around thinking it's up, or maybe he is. Yeah, he's lost timing on it there. Yeah, it's not up for a long time, and this is just going to give Trinkerbell like a free and easy red, I think. Unless he can find some nice rails, or just hit a direct.
Trinkerbell should just push straight in, he should get the frag there.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
He hit a direct on the red platform, and then he hit a rail as Trinkerbell was falling down. I actually think that Trinkerbell would have been better to back off there. Bit of a misplay. And even though Speeds is like, he's giving opportunities to his opponent, I don't feel like Trinkerbell's properly identifying them and taking advantage of them. Because it's not like Speed's play is like impervious here. He's making a lot of mistakes that are like not easy to identify, but definitely identifiable. Let's go over to Tinkerbell's point of view for a moment. This yellow that he's hanging out by is going to be up any second. He does get railed from above, but that means that he knows where his opponent is at least. So he might be able to have a pick up on this Mega. The opponent has to drop down right on top of his head. Instead, he's going to go for the red. He should just back out here and get that. Yep. Oh, that rail really puts him on the back foot. If he got that Mega and only taken one rail, it would have been much better for him. Because I think the 50 was up around the corner, and that yellow, so he could have maybe start to restack from that. But
yeah, I mean, he really wants to actually get control and maintain it, but he's just fighting to get any kind of to keep the stack that he's trying to build.
He's playing very conservatively, like out of control, which is fine at like 2 minutes when you're like 4 or 5 frags down, but it's not necessarily a good idea at this stage of the game. And he shouldn't be getting back through here. Worst case scenario, he's going to die. Best case, like he's going to take damage. I mean, I don't know how Speed dropped that red. I wasn't watching from his point of view, but there's no reason for him to lose timing on it.
I think he's just sitting up for the Mega early, but maybe lost timing on that.
Yeah.
Like even if he didn't know the timing on Mega, it's worth just checking on the red as well.
Yeah, I mean, just dropping down grenades onto the Mega and standing at the grenade with like, the ability to rocket jump up to red is fine. Because Tinkerbell was on like 10 health, 12 health at that point. Like even a lick of a grenade will kill you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's worried too much. He's got a 9 frag lead, and there's no time for a comeback. So
yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's more
you
just
can afford to make mistakes now.
Looking at his mistakes and how possibly in a future game Tinkerbell might be able to take advantage of them, or if Speed's watching this back, it might be useful feedback.
Yeah.
1 minute warning.
Yeah, it does feel like the rail has been the deciding factor in this game, and maybe that's something that's put Tinkerbell off. Not being able to play his game because he keeps getting sniped.
Yeah.
You know, he takes a Mega, he loses it with the rail. Not sure if you know, advice for Tinkerbell maybe is to be aware of those angles that you can be hit from, and try and
Should have picked Lost World.
Or Lost World.
Just retrospectively go back and pick Lost World, you'd be fine.
I think it's Cure next, and then Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, looking at how this is going, I can't see Speed dropping Cure if he's that dominant on... I mean, it's possible, but he looks so convincing there. Which is kind of weird, because like Tinkerbell made short work of Owl, I believe. What was it, Crazy Owl? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who isn't a slouch at all on the maps that they played. So, I mean, to see like this level of play is maybe he's just like really good on that one map. It's hard to say with a game like this, because you might be effectively 1700 ELO one map and 1200 ELO a different map, and
yeah, and he says he gets wrecked. Yeah, so it's obviously not one of his favorites.
Okay. Well, going to game number 2. Tinkerbell needing to win this to keep in the upper bracket. Speed currently one map up. Being dropped out due to
Prepare to fight.
ready up restrictions on this map. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, going to game number 2. Tinkerbell versus Speed, and Tinkerbell getting the Mega Spawn with a rocket. Which is always quite good. Oh no, you got the yellow spawn. What am I thinking?
Yep. Yellow down to LG as well. So not a bad start for Tinkerbell. These rails though, they're just burning away the stack.
Yeah. It's set up quite nicely for that red, and oh, another rail. Jeez, Speed. I mean, Tinkerbell's going to set up for this Mega here, but I think he's just going to get trapped on it. I think he's going to eat a lot of damage, possibly rails. Does manage to trade the first one.
And finally, Speedy misses a rail, which has allowed Tinkerbell to move over to this red. He should be able to win it as well.
Yeah. I could take some nasty damage there, but he got the red and he didn't, at least denied a major item. He's not letting Speed get ahead at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, he's really struggling with these rails, but at the same time, he's got lockdown on all the items.
And there's the first frag. Looking good so far for Tinkerbell. Although he sneaks away with the red armor. Can Tinkerbell pick up a decent angle on the rail here? Fortunately not. Does get away with it scot-free. Oh, he's little bit early for this red, and this kind of puts him in a dangerous position. Although Speed's the one who gets knocked in the corner. Oh no, Speed's definitely going to go down from this.
Yeah, I think that was actually fine. I don't think Speedy was expecting him to be there, and he managed to do exactly the right thing. Is when Speedy dropped in, he moved away from it, so he could trap him there instead.
Yeah, it was a good swap. I mean, it is a bit of a risk in that situation.
Yeah, being there is definitely dangerous. If Speedy came from a different direction, it would have been definitely a horrible place to be. But
or even if the first
maybe
rocket
luck there.
properly knocks him back into the back corner of that room, it could also be a different story. Both of the major items on this map are quite trappy, and it's very dangerous for either of them to be kind of standing on them early, because it really does expose yourself. Kind of like what we saw there, he got railed, but Tinkerbell did manage to return one himself, and another one, starting to extend his lead here. Looking far more comfortable on Cure than he did on the previous map on Blood Run.
Yeah, Speedy hitting 76% rail at the moment, though. It's going to definitely play into this game.
Yeah. The question is whether it can be that much of a determining factor to actually win him the game.
Yeah, if Tinkerbell is able to keep the control he has. I mean, Speedy's only got 2 reds, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, two reds, no megas. So if he can maintain that, then it doesn't matter. You know, Speedy might be able to hit all the rails, but he's going to be able to restack up his item.
I think that's a good choice by the Tinkerbell there, not to chase, rather to just drop back to that red.
Well, he had 30 HP. If he takes the red, he's not railable anymore. So
yeah,
it was definitely the right decision. I feel like Tinkerbell should actually go up to the rail once he gets a spawn. Maybe trap Speedy there. Seems to be the first weapon he goes for. He wants that rail, and it's quite an obvious move.
Yeah, you could definitely take advantage of that. Yeah, but, I mean, he's kind of got the map on lockdown as it is now, although he disrupted that Mega, which could be a problem for him, but I think possibly trying to extend himself around the map a little bit too much, maybe give that rail would give something else up in return.
5-minute warning.
So maybe he's doing what he's doing right now and just constantly running these items and knowing when to pressure will be absolutely fine. Dangerous walking into that plasma though. They're dropping it all the way down to 20 health, and if he eats a lot of LG here he could die, but for some fantastic rockets raining down on the face of Speed.
That was really clutch as well.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell was so close to death.
Okay. I'm not even going to question that rocket. Oh dear, and this is when you see the rail of Speed really playing dividends to his playstyle. He came out that fight really quite well, and Tinkerbell's now on the back foot here.
Yep.
He's got really nothing to work with. The next major item up is there's a Mega, and I think he might die if he takes a rail. He does. Speed gets his name on the leaderboard. Can Tinkerbell hold on to this 8 frag or 7 frag lead now for the last 4 minutes of this game?
Nice Rocket to push speed down. He's actually got him down to 24 HP. I think maybe that was just a bit too eager by Speedy. He basically gave away all his stack just as he got control on the map.
Oh. Once again, Tinkerbell is raidable here, and whenever he's raidable, he's going to die. I think that's just the story of this game. Which is why he was doing so well at the beginning when he had this massive stack, because the rail was less effective when you can't die to it. I think that's fairly high level analysis, right? You can't die to an 80 damage weapon.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, but it was keeping him low for sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't sort of. It wasn't. I guess once you start getting hit by rail, like 1 or 2, you've got time to back away. And
Yeah.
Tinkerbell was always able to back away onto these items, and then at that point it wasn't really important.
Tinkerbell here with 13 life. He's in a great deal of trouble. Although Speed just rampaging past him. To save Tinkerbell for at least a few more seconds. Walks straight into the face of a rocket. Now, 5 frags, 8 minutes 50 seconds on the clock. Can it be done?
It's definitely doable. It's you do need maybe a couple spawn frags, and not to give away the items like you just gave away red there.
Yeah. He made a bit of a mistake with the rocket jump to the yellow, which slowed him down slightly. 50 seconds on the clock. Still 4 frags to make up. Oh, I kind of would like to see a different weapon to rockets, but he does make it work in the end. Still 30 seconds to go. Tinkerbell being oh so elusive here. Speed walks around the corner, gets juked perfectly, and I think that's going to be it. Only 14 life left. He can't even take an engagement now. I think he's going to have to succumb to taking this to a 3rd map.
Yeah, but the next map is Airwalk, and rail is crucial on that map.
Yeah.
If we see the same sort of rail accuracies we did on this one, I would kind of say you have to give that to Speedy.
Mm-hmm. And it's not even just that he's got good accuracy. He's hitting he's firing a lot of rails. Like 40 rails is a decent number.
Yeah.
Of total rails to fire.
I just feel like Airwalk's not as easy a map to just run the items like you did on this map.
Yeah.
You're going to show for an item like the Mega, and you're going to take damage. You're going to try and move around the map. You're going to get railed all the time by someone who's got a good rail. So, you need to be able to return it with the same sort of accuracy.
Okay, so this is map number 3. Tinkerbell versus Speedy, or Speed, or however he identifies. Possibly as a hedgehog. Or a mouse.
To fight. Three, two, one, fight.
Watching Speed's perspective to start off with. Starts with a rail.
Rails, impressive.
And up to 100% already. Still maintaining it, but we did see Tinkerbell get a good run of the items on the first spawn. So Speedy doesn't have a lot to work with himself. except for a rail and I think the 50. Or the yellow armor even.
Yeah, just missing a couple rails there, so I think this is going to be very risky for Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes the right decision there, at least to just stay for the damage that he can do without taking any. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to build up any kind of stack when you're getting railed like this.
I think this game's gonna be an uphill struggle, but definitely winnable for Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Ooh, great rail there.
Yeah, Tinkerbell just missing 2 relatively easy rails. You know, those rails could have secured him a clean mega. Maybe even if he'd pushed him off the red, he could have got the red as well. Done a lot more damage.
Impressive.
Speedy's just not missing today.
Just a couple seconds early on that mega, Tinkerbell had the right idea. He was able to do some damage and push him away, but not enough time to get it.
And this is where I feel like it becomes a bit dangerous. We saw in the second game on Cure where Tinkerbell was winning, but only because he was winning all the major items, like the red, the mega, and the yellow. And here we're seeing Speedy with very comfortable stack, and still the same role he's ever had before. This could get messy very quickly. That was a bit sloppy there from Speedy, dropping that mega. A bit more preoccupied with hitting some rails and possibly keeping track of the items, and he's kind of just given up the entire map here for Tinkerbell. So this is a great opportunity for him to pressure. And I really would like to see him take really close range engagements with rockets or shotgun where the rail is less effective and you're kind of pushing him out of his comfort zone. If a player's really good at one thing, you need to try and play around that one thing.
Yeah.
Just getting up close and personal with rockets, even shotgun, and just taking fights that you're going to be being more advantageous in.
Yeah, even the LG would be a great choice if you get the stack advantage.
And possibly even on this map, like just running at the opponent and feeding him some frags, but to like really push down his stack with as much damage as he possibly can. Might not be too bad an idea, as long as you're keeping him out of fights that he wants to take.
Yeah, see, I mean, he's got the items, but he's got no health left because he's taking these long range engagements.
Yep.
Impressive. 5-minute warning.
And I really like that decision there by Speed, actually. He hit the rail, and he must have known in his mind's eye that Tinkerbell was incredibly low, but he didn't need to actually get the frag on him. He's got a massive stack of kills to his name. So really just dropping back, getting the red, and there's just nothing up on the map for Tinkerbell to even take. So leaving him low but not dead is absolutely fine.
Yep, although giving up the Mega here maybe.
I don't think he will.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he might do now after that rocket. Yeah, that knockback was great. Yeah, and that's the first frag, and we'll see what he can do with it, swapping over to his point of view. He is low though, only 22 life to his name. I definitely want to see him denying the rail, and getting some life would be a good start. Oh, he can't get out of here. Yeah, I don't know why he poked out then. Like, he was railable and he knows who his opponent is. He probably should have just gone for that teleporter and then crossed it up. It kind of feels to me like if Tinkerbell isn't going to make a big play very soon, we're going to see either a GG or it's just going to be, that's how the game's going to end up. There's still time at the moment, but we're entering the Parapis? We're entering some kind of piss. Must be a piss take. Precipice, thank you. That's close. Parapis is like the little things on a castle, right? Or is that parapets?
Parapets, yeah.
There we go. 26 life speedy. Poke his head around a corner and railing his opponent in the face. Yeah, that's definitely the frag that's won the game. It's probably been over for a while, but Tinkerbell, he had a few moments of glimmering hope and glory, but they just really didn't amount to much in the end.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, we could see him meet Speedy in the finals again, possibly.
If he beats Rego, yeah.
Yeah.
Rego also a player with a good rail.
Who did Rego get knocked down by? Was it Speedy?
Rego, it was Speedy. So
okay.
That'll be a grudge match.
And yeah, it's Tinkerbell GGing, signifying the end of the duel.
Yeah, 19 impressives for Speedy. Pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive. 62% accuracy, 80 rails fired, 50 hit. That is quite the thing. Now, I have to break some news to the entire Quake scene. Unfortunately, one-time Team Conlan winner Crazy Owl, slayer of the Behemoth, Christus Gaming, actually got knocked out of the tournament. So, commiserations to him. You'll be in our hearts forever.
Knocked out by Rhaego, who took out Osnart.
Yes.
So it's Rhaego versus Trinkerbell in our final lower bracket game. And they'll decide who goes up against Speedy for the final.
And do you have any predictions? Any predictions at all for Trinkerbell and Rhaego? I think it'll be fairly well matched. Look at
Yeah, I think they're quite close, those two.
And I kind of can see. Oh, sorry, yeah, Trinkerbell, Rhaego, and then Speedy. I kind of feel like he's going to win. Like
It does look that way, but at the same time, we saw how weak he was when up against a player who's doing really good control. So
yeah,
and depending on the map as well. So that's something that, you know, I wouldn't say he's unbeatable. It's more a case of the players need to just be good on the item control, maybe pick the right maps, and any one of these top three could take it.
definitely doable. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna be Speedy and Physics Slap apparently.
I'm just seeing if Trinkerbell and Rhaego can join a server.
Okay. We can take it over to a nice bracket screen. There we go.
Okay, we're on server 1.
Okay, I'll just join through. All right.
I think they've still got to pick them up.
We have
Vote now.
the coin toss.
Vote pass.
Shinko picking heads. And it is indeed heads. What's he going to drop? What's he going to pick? He picks Cure.
Yeah, so that's a good decision. He did well against Speedy there.
Oh, he drops Cure. Wait.
Oh, this is low bracket, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is low bracket. He drops Cure.
He said plus though.
Maybe want to definitely clarify that. Although his opponent knows what he wants to pick now. So if he doesn't like drop Cure the first time, sorry, Rhaego, I'll be very surprised. Okay, Trinkerbell dropping Zetian. Now Rhaego's going to drop Cure. Or not. Not a lot of love for that map.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen one today, have we?
No, we don't see any Lost World.
That's a shame.
Furious Heights also dropped, leaving Cure and... Oh, he's not afraid of Cure. Maybe he wants to take it to Cure. Cure and Airwalk, I believe, that's left up. Oh, I'm not afraid of Cure. He drops it. Alright. Airwalk it is. Wait, is this like the third Airwalk game in a row we've just seen? Or am I...
We did see the third map in one of the upper bracket games.
Oh, okay.
All class, so yeah, it is.
I mean, it's a fine map, but quite like to see Lost World, guys. If you could just make that happen for me. I know it's a slow map, but...
Yeah, I'd like to see whoever goes against Speedy. I'm sure will pick Lost World.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's Rhaegar, because he doesn't like it.
Well, I guess this means we don't have to move maps. Maybe that's why they picked it. Maybe they're just really lazy.
Could be that.
Okay, stream's ready. I'm just waiting for the players now, and we'll be off. This is a best of one, and this is the losers grand finals, I believe.
Yeah, the final losers round. Winner goes up against Speedy. So
Yeah, in a best of 3.
yeah. And if one of these two players does win the first best of 3 against Speedy, they'll have a second one to go through as well. So
3, 2, 1.
Ooh,
oh, great start.
yeah.
Well, for one of them.
For Drinkable, for sure. Although, I don't know, actually. I mean...
Yeah, stuck around for that damage and took a direct rocket. He could have gone straight to the red.
Yeah.
Tried to secure the control in that early.
Definitely a decision error there. Good positioning here with the rail for Drinkable. Not having an LG there possibly hurt him. He took a lot of damage, basically for free. And although he picks up that Mega, he's actually dead. So...
Yeah, really unfortunate, but good play by Rhaegar to basically abuse the weapon advantage he had.
Rhaegar's going to be looking for a good timing to pick up this Mega, and he finds it.
He was quite lucky not to take more damage with the rockets there. Could have easily died.
Again, really good use of the LG here, and Tinkerbell's just not able to reply. Like, does he still not have an LG, or... Yeah, he's still...
I mean, at the moment, he couldn't go up against someone with LGs, not got any stack, but at least being able to do guaranteed damage while you're running away.
Yeah. It's definitely a core weapon you want to have available to you at as many opportunities as you possibly can. Oh, great rocket assist from Rhaegar, securing the Mega yellow as well, and probably the Mega. Tinkerbell does go for it. Oh, really nice timing there, and that's going to give him the actual pickup and the frag. So, like, pinpoint precision timing from Tinkerbell, that might bring him back into this game. Especially with rockets like that. Oh, bit of a fluff there on the spawn frag, but not all that important. And I really love this choice to get aggressive here. Oh, that's a shame. I like the choice to get aggressive there on the yellow. Maybe you need to dodge better. Or just pick up the yellow early. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I thought it was okay. It's just the he was using weapons that couldn't really guarantee do damage, whereas Rega was using really smart weapon choice with the shotgun. So I think it was okay. Speed. I mean, Trinkabot could have taken that if he used a different weapon, like LG even, or just hit better rockets, I guess.
Yeah, just aim better. Get on that.
Yep.
And 9-3 already. This is already quite the frag differential. With only 3 minutes 41 seconds on the clock. Although Trinkabot's certainly not out of it. It just seems that whenever Rygo's getting frags, he's racking them up really quickly.
Yeah, that was something that Trinkabot should have really tried to avoid as a rel. We're going to go with a better position on red to begin with.
Yeah, and Trinkabot just can't poke his head out anywhere here. He's going to die. And this red is going to be very safely. Oh, even with that crazy grenade angle. Good amount of damage in. Not quite managing to find the right rocket angle. Does sneak in from behind. Pushes his advantage ever more. Halfway through this match now, and so far it's been definitely Rygo's advantage. Do you think Trinkabot has a chance to win this, or can you see this only going further and further towards Rygo's?
I can sort of see a small comeback by Trinkabot, but already the lead that Rygo has is quite substantial, and he's going to be able to further it at some point as well. He's even if he starts to lose frags, I can see him just turning the controller on again.
Yeah. It seems to me like Rygo can do more when he's in control than Trinkabot's doing. Oh. Really trying to wait out that Mega there, and he nearly got there, but just a fraction of a second too late. Trinkabot dies on it and gives the frag and the Mega to Rygo.
Nice little trap by Trinkabot, and he should know that the Mega's available.
I don't know what he's doing here looking for the damage. Like, he's got items up, and it's really, like, Rygo being sloppy that he didn't manage to finish at all. Good rockets here, but equally not too shabby LG from Rygo. He was a little bit down stack and managed to do quite a lot of work with the LG there. Although possibly shouldn't have stuck around for that fight.
Yeah, I can see Trinkabot's probably going to get a couple more frags, so if he uses the right weapon, the rocket's not right yet.
Yeah, Rygo just
did he even have the LG? I didn't see.
He never seems like, every time I'm on his perspective, he doesn't seem to have it up. He's got one now, but even when he has it, he's not using it, and he rarely seems to value it enough to pick it up in the first place. Like, those angles that he's firing the rocket up from that Mega to the where Rygo is just standing, you should be using either LG or Rel there, I think. Like, you're going to struggle to hit good rockets. You're basically gambling on direct at that point.
Yeah.
And
No, it just seems every fight that they go up together, even when Drinkabar's out stacking him, it's his rockets missing, Rego's doing damage with LG. So the stack advantage just whittles away easily.
and would you say that's a problem that you see with kind of the lower Elo players a lot? Like a high importance on one weapon?
Yeah, massive. It's a massive problem with new players where they maybe don't feel comfortable with all the different weapons yet. You know, it does take a while to sort of get used to the rockets, get used to the LG and Rail. So once they've sort of felt comfortable with one weapon, they start to use it, depend on it too much, without really understanding the benefits and downsides to each weapon, because that's something that obviously has a huge part to play in each game.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not something you can just read in a book or like read a guide to say use iron cannon here, or not iron cannon, sorry, LG here. It's really something you have to experience and have a lot of practice in, because
it's not a simple case of saying in a mid-range situation it's always this weapon.
Yeah.
You know, there are situations where you can switch between different weapons to do maximum damage, the sort of best damage you can get from a certain situation, and that could mean changing to LG at a close range, or you know, even a rail at close range in certain situations. So it's not this one rule where each weapon has its best range and that's it. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, and I do feel like that is one of the hardest things to get across to new players as an arena FPS game. Most of the game works like that, even the item control. Sometimes leaving an item up is a good idea, whereas it's actually not necessarily that obvious that I should have armor, so picking up armor as soon as I can is good, right? Not necessarily.
Yeah, and sometimes denying a weapon is worth more than even a major item.
Yeah. So, I mean, he did get quite a few frags toward the end, but I never felt like Rygo was going to lose that game. Definitely had the upper hand there.
He played pretty well. Gonna be interesting to see how he does against Speedy, because they're both good at rail, but Speedy seems to be much better. So it's going to